All right, y'all. All right, here we go, man. Let's just get this thing out the way, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who y'all looking at. Welcome to another episode of Club Pizzle. How's everybody feeling out there? I hope everybody doing good. I am doing absolutely fantastic. I don't know what's going on. I got a lot going on in my man, and over here down in my studio, man. I'm struggling, and I don't know why. I'm struggling, y'all. Like I don't know, man. It's been a funky little week for me, but I'm here. Thank everybody for being here. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for y'all continued support of this platform. Thank y'all for y'all's continued support of this podcast and of all of my podcasts. Um, thank each and every last one of y'all for y'all support of my brand new wrestling pod Tuesday night's main event. Thank y'all. I do it every week with those headphones, right? But yeah, thank y'all, man. Let's just get to it today because I'm here for a good time and not a long time. And y'all already know where this pod is going today. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all already know what we talking about today. If y'all surprised of what I'm going to talk about today and what I'm going to talk about today at length, just listen, just mute whatever NFL game is going on right now. Just mute it and listen up because I know my people have been waiting for me to talk about this. I actually spoke about it a little bit last week. So let's get to it. The Cleveland Browns are going to be moving to Brook Park, baby. Yes, indeed. Jimma World cometh. And that's what I have as my background today, as y'all can see. It looks so beautiful, right? I just decided, like, I'm gonna throw this up there today because I can. It's my show, it's my platform. And I want y'all to just take a good look at this. Let me scoot out the way real quick. Look at it, y'all. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Y'all see all this parking right here? Look at that parking. Look at that. Y'all can park right there. And look, I'm gonna get to it. The renderings for what I've been calling Gemma World were released. And these were released five five or so days after Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb put out his $461 million proposal to the Cleveland Browns to renovate the current Cleveland Browns stadium. I read what Bibb said last week. I also read what the Haslams replied to him immediately. And I am going to read what Jimmy Haslam wrote to the people of Cleveland yesterday. It was a letter to Cleveland Browns fans. It's been great hosting many of you at training camp in Berea, and we can't wait to see you at Cleveland Browns Stadium for what we believe will be an exciting season. As you know, we've been hard at work on a long-term solution to bring our fans the best in-class experience they deserve while also positively impacting the northeastern Ohio region. The process began as far back as 2017, and our efforts have intensified as we approach the end of our current lease after the 2028 season. We know this is a topic that is important to our fans and the border community. With Mayor Bibb releasing the city's latest proposal for a renovated stadium last week and the increased community dialogue around our stadium future, including the possibility of a dome stadium in Brook Park, we feel it's appropriate. We feel it's the appropriate time for us to communicate directly and share an update on our stadium process. Just a little bit of fodder, that's just to draw you in a little bit. We are currently evaluating the city's proposal and have requested additional information from the city to enable us to comprehensively do so. We do not take the stadium decision lightly and have been working diligently with the city, county, and state officials to consider all opportunities. We need to be bold. We need to be innovative. We need to take advantage of this unique moment to create a transformational project, not only for our fans, but for Cleveland, the Northeast Ohio region, and the state of Ohio. Translation: it's time to move into the 21st century. We have considered numerous sites throughout Cleveland and the region. Our focus has been two potential paths for the future of our stadium. One option is the renovation on the lakefront. While our current stadium has served us well, it would need substantial improvements to ensure future sustainability and make it a state-of-the-art facility that makes Cleveland proud. The lakefront site also has significant operational limitations for a building of our size and requires major infrastructure moves to improve our operational and fan experience challenges. We have invested heavily in exploring this path and remain engaged with the city of Cleveland regarding our potential renovation plan, but it remains a complex and challenging position. It's not complex, it's not challenging. That stadium is old, that stadium is decrepit. I was just in that damn stadium. It does need a lot of work. And most importantly, they want a dome on that stadium. And the other shit that he's talking about is Burke Front Airport. We want to renovate it. We want to put a dome on it. Or if we get a new stadium over there, we're going to have to tear that one down, and we're going to have to let me get back to it. The other and more transformational option is to build a $2.4 billion new dome stadium in Brook Park, creating a modern, dynamic, world-class venue that would greatly enhance the fan experience and enable the state of Ohio and our region to compete for some of the biggest events in the world 365 days a year. Similar to the other markets in the Midwest, this proposed dome stadium would catalyze our region in a major way. The stadium's year-round activity will anchor a large-scale lifestyle and entertainment district, including experimental retail, residential space, hotel, and other unique products, drawing visitors throughout the year and driving substantial fiscal impact for our region. While significant work remains, the more we have explored the Brook Park option, the more attractive it has become, and we are excited to share our current vision with you. This thing goes on 2 more pages. I'm gonna get back to it, but they're basically saying thank you, Mayor Bibb, for putting up what you put up. But this is what we want to show y'all. This is Jimmy Haslam playing the public relations, public opinion game right here. That's exactly what this is. They saw that proposal, and Jimmy's like, okay, people have been hearing the rumors about Brook Park. So I think what I have to do now is show the people exactly what I'm talking about. So he got on the phone and he got on the call with his team and said, hey, let's put those renderings out. Let's show the people exactly what we got going on here. And lo and behold, Jimmy World, $2.4 billion dome out in Brook Park. And listen, y'all know exactly where this is. If y'all are driving out to the airport, on the other side where 71 keeps going, you got the 71 480 split coming up. You see where the airport is. On the other side of that, that big old plot of land right there with the Ford plants in the background, that's where it's going to go. So about it not being accessible, it's freeway accessible. You can get it from 480. You can get it from 71. And listen, y'all, you can spit from Brook Park and it'll land in Cleveland. It's literally 1,000 feet from the border. The fucking border is the Brook Park Rapid Station, pretty much. I think half of that rapid station is in Cleveland, and the other half of it is in Brook Park. That's how close it is. The airport is right there. And listen, just look at everything that we will get. And this is going up by 2028 if the proposal comes and like they make the final decision. And again, these decisions aren't final. They are still exploring possibly what they can do downtown, seeing what's going to happen with Burke Lakefront Airport. If they can't close Burke Lakefront Airport, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're getting back here, okay? This is what we're getting behind me. And it showed it in the video. It's a beautiful freaking video. I'll post the video link in the comments on YouTube. I'll post the link for my Spotify people and, of course, my Facebook people where damn near everybody is at. Y'all seen the video. I posted it. It's on my page. I'll post it again. But it shows you everything we can get. Super Bowls, Final Fours, big concerts. I can see boxing events. Can y'all imagine in 2030, 2031, you get the Mason brothers out here? Because let's be honest, Abdullah Mason, any of the Mason brothers, they're all primed to be world champions here real soon. That'll draw, those guys are big draws, and they'll draw fans in here, and they will pack that stadium. I don't know the seat capacity. None of that was named in nothing that I saw. But the Mason brothers boxing. You can put UFC events in there, any MMA, or I'm going to just stick with UFC. Wrestling fans, we just had SummerSlam here. We just put 57,000 asses in seats at Cleveland Browns Stadium. WrestleMania in Cleveland. With this right here, it's possible. WrestleMania, more SummerSlams, a Royal Rumble. They just did, where was it? In Minnesota or Indianapolis. They just struck a deal with the sports, the sporting and entertainment people in Indianapolis to throw all of the big major events, a Royal Rumble, a WrestleMania, a SummerSlam in Indianapolis over the course of a few years. Build this in Cleveland, and we'll get the exact same damn thing. This thing also has like an outdoor concert venue somewhere out there. I saw hotels. I saw bars. Do y'all? Come on now. Buffalo Wild Wings is coming out there. Jimmy Haslam's Wings is out there. Fucking Nick Chubb Burger is coming out there. Deshaun Watson has he has his steak spot. Lefties. I can see them building the Lefties out there. The Sheridan just closed at the airport. They're doing like $1 billion renovation of it. That's another hotel over there. They can build hotels out here. You can do all of that stuff. Hilton's, Holiday Inns, whatever. It can all go in this area. It's like a $3.9 billion project. I saw an ice skating rink in the wintertime. It's a lot that can happen in this place. It's 20,000 parking spots. Do y'all see all these damn parking spots? And do y'all see how close they are to the stadium? Aren't y'all tired of parking in the Muni lot, which is a 15 fucking minute walk, depending on where you are in the Muni lot, across the freeway to the stadium? Ain't y'all tired of that? Ain't y'all tired of parking on West 3rd and East 9th and anywhere else? And they talk about building a fucking land bridge so I can walk over the freeway to go to the stadium. Ain't y'all tired of that? Ain't y'all tired of just going to the game and then y'all got to walk way back up West 3rd to West 6th or walk over to the flats? You got to walk across the bridge. You got to walk across railroad tracks. Ain't y'all tired of all of that? Ain't y'all tired of catching the damn train down there? Aren't y'all tired of the same bullshit they've been doing down at that site downtown? I still am going to stand by the fact that when they brought this team back, they never should have put that fucking stadium back downtown in the same damn area. The city was just so thirsty to get the team back that they just took anything. Ain't y'all tired of that shit? The Muni lot is so far away. I don't care if you at the beginning of the Muni lot. You still got to walk up a hill. You got to walk across the street. Then you got to walk across the street again. Then you got to walk past the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Then you got to walk past the Great Lakes Science Center. And you might get lucky that your seats is at the very first gate right here. You might have to walk around. Look at this parking. Look at all that damn parking. It's 20,000 parking spots. Not to mention the Brook Park Rapid Station. You can spit over there. It's right there. I don't know. I don't know what the Browns and RTA will be able to do about that. Probably not much. But you can park there and walk over. You can park at West 150. All my West Siders or people on the East Side, it don't matter. All my people. We can park at rapid stations, hop on a train, and be 2 or 3 stops away from the stadium and walk over to the Rapid. It's just like getting off the fucking Rapid, the blue line or the green line at the Muni lot, or the blue line and the green line let you off in front of the stadium right there. You got to walk up and you got to go. It's the same goddamn thing. Listen, all of the people that I've seen complain about this are all older people. I don't want to sound mean. I'm going to respectfully say this. The people that are complaining don't even fucking go to the games. The people that are complaining don't even live here anymore. Cleveland, it's a new day. This is the new wave. Jimmy Haslam looked at what they did with SoFi Stadium in LA and said, hey, I want that. Jimmy Haslam loves Jerry Jones. He sees what Jerry Jones has in Dallas. New England got this little district. It's a bunch of different. Look at Minnesota. Look at what they did up there. This is a whole, basically, like a mini downtown. It's like downtown. It's like he's building the downtown Brook Park. All they got to do is put some fucking high-rise buildings out there, which would be impossible because the airport is right there. I am all for this. This is absolutely fucking beautiful. Y'all see the new dog pound? It's just a row of seats. It looks like the Intuit Dome in LA. It's just a wall of seats. There's no cutoff there. I just see seats. Translucent roof. All y'all people talking, and again, all these people, football is meant to be playing outside. No, it ain't. That's the old way. We done with all that old shit. We done with the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and fucking 90s. That shit is over with. We done with it. It's about the money. The Haslams can't touch a lot of this football money. They can't touch that. Jimmy Haslam wants some more money he can touch. So, yes, I'm going to buy this land. I'm going to develop this land. and I'm going to make this money. That football money, I'm going to leave to my kids, grandkids, great-grands, great-great-great-grands, and the fucking ones that I'm never going to meet because I'm going to be dead by the time they get here and take over the team. This thing is happening whether y'all like it or not, Cleveland. I'm excited. A bunch of other people are excited, but this is the new wave. I was doing some digging and looking around. Like, there are a lot of stadiums going up, and most of them are getting domes on them. Pretty soon, it's only going to be a few teams that are planning to open their stadium, at least up north, because if this happens, Cleveland's going to be in a dome. Indianapolis is in a dome. Minnesota's in a dome. Detroit is in a dome. The New York teams, probably not. Philadelphia, maybe. And then you're going to have to look around to the AFC North. Pittsburgh. Hey, y'all got a nice little area downtown Pittsburgh over where your stadiums are. But they'll have to tear down and rebuild on that site, which would move the Steelers somewhere else. I don't think PNC Park is big enough to hold them, but if they're going to do this thing in a year or so or whatever, like, that's what they'll have to do. But eventually the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be indoors. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to end up being indoors. The Baltimore Ravens are going to end up being indoors. It's coming, y'all. This is a part of it. All open-air stadiums are going to end up being in the South. The Dolphins, the Buccaneers, and fucking Lambeau Field. Okay? Seattle, they'll be open air. Who else is there? Cardinals in the dome. Cowboys, Texans. You go through the divisions, the Jets, the AFC East, like New York is different. They may or may not. I think MetLife does. Can you put a dome on MetLife? Probably not. They might have to build something. But that's a few years down the line. Now, I was doing some digging, looking at stadiums that are going to be going up in the next few years. Buffalo is going up in 2026. That stadium is $1.7 billion. It's open air, so Buffalo is going to be in open air, but it's kind of got a little joint on there where it's kind of enclosed, so they might be okay. Tennessee, the new Nissan Stadium, I drove past. I think they just broke ground on it. I've been driving back and forth past there. It's going to be right by the existing stadium. It's just going to be, and once they tear that down, they're going to have a little district over there. Jacksonville is remodeling Everbank Stadium. That is a $1.4 billion. Oh, by the way, Tennessee's is $2.1 billion. The new Soldier Field proposal, that is supposed to go up 2028, 2029, right around the same time as the Browns. They're going to put a new dome stadium right there in Chicago, the new Soldier Field, closer to the old Soldier Field. It's going to be a little district in there too. Kansas City, they were proposing, they had some renderings of a stadium on the Kansas side of Kansas City. So that's something that is looked at. And I'm not even going to bring up Carolina because that stadium is trash, and they talk about renovating it, and it's going to look even worse. So this is the new wave, y'all. Get used to it. This is 2024. This ain't the 60s, 70s, and the fucking 80s no more. Football is not going to be played outside. And your city, and all of these cities are seeing what kind of money is going and what kind of money is coming in when the Super Bowls come. That's revenue for your city. So these politicians are going to look at shit like that. Final Fours. Look at Indy. Cold weather city, they've hosted the Super Bowl. Minnesota's hosted a couple Super Bowls. Cold weather city, yes, so what? The game is inside. They had fucking snow in Dallas one year. And that's in the South. So y'all just get used to this. All of my older people, y'all just got to get with the times. Or just stay the fuck at home. Any season ticket holder that is pissed off about this and want to give up y'all season tickets, holla at your boy, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy World. Next thing we got, this Brandon Ayuk thing is not happening, at least not for right now. Um, New England dropped out. Pittsburgh dropped out. Oh, one last thing about Jimmy World. Justin Bibb is pissing out his ass right now. I think every time these pictures come up, or anytime somebody tags him, he in the bathroom. I ain't been in the bathroom since 2:30 yesterday. He ain't came out the bathroom yet. Moving on. This Brandon Ayuk thing. I like our chances, but it looks like he's gonna go to Pittsburgh. I'm not gonna be happy that he's going to Pittsburgh because he is good, and Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, whoever his quarterback, is going to be a happy guy. Having him in Cleveland would be nice though, especially if you don't have to trade Amari Cooper. And it's in San Francisco's. It's up to San Francisco, and it's ultimately up to Brandon Ayuk or what he wants to do. He wants to get paid. I don't count people's pockets, but $30 million for him is a lot. And I think teams want to see if he can be a number one receiver. And let me be a homer here real quick. I want him to get as much money as he can just to put the pressure on Mike Brown, because Jamar Chase is holding in. And as soon as Ayuk signs for $30 million, whatever he's going to sign for, Mike Brown going to the bathroom. And Jamar Chase going to be waiting outside the stall like, hey, when you finish boo-booing. I'm just saying, though. I'm going to throw that out there. But we're going to see with this situation. If not, I'm happy with what the Browns have. But getting a Brandon Ayuk to go with Jerry Jeudy, to go with Cedric Tillman, to go with Elijah Moore, to go with David Njoku, to go with Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson or Jameis Winston or Snoop or DTR, it don't matter. With our offensive line, like I'm good either way. I'm not gonna cry if we don't get him. I mean, we'll see what happens. The preseason opener is against the Green Bay Packers this Saturday. I believe the game is at 4:00 in the afternoon. Hey, NFL, who told y'all it was okay to make these preseason games at 4:00 in the afternoon? I don't appreciate that. But Jameis Winston is starting. That's about the only the only guy that I know is starting. I'm not expecting to see Deshaun Watson in the preseason. I'm not expecting to see Nick Chubb in the preseason. I'm not expecting to see Amari Cooper in the preseason. I'm not expecting to see Jerry Jeudy or David Njoku for that matter. I'm expecting to see the tools and see what the tools are like. I'm not expecting these guys to run any gadget plays. I'm expecting vanilla offense, vanilla defense, and let's get out of here as healthy as we possibly can. That's all you can expect from preseason games. They're not doing the dress rehearsal. No need to do the fucking dress rehearsal. Dallas, we'll see y'all on the opening Sunday, okay? As much as I'm not expecting anything, I'm going to be watching the whole fucking game. You better believe it. I'm going to come home from work this Saturday. I'm going to hop in the shower. I'm going to change my clothes. I'm going to throw on some Browns gear. I'm going to pop down to my bunker, and I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to watch my Cleveland Browns ball the fuck out. I mean, what else is it? It's football season, and it's back, baby. Before I get out of here, let me do a quick Olympic update. I didn't talk about the Olympics last week, and I was on vacation when they started. I'm gonna get to Team USA in a minute, but Sha'Carri Richardson, oh man, she took the silver in the 100. I am so. If she's not upset, I'm upset for her. just because I followed this young lady's journey, I've watched her from missing it. Like I'm dead ass probably the only sports podcaster, at least in these parts, that has talked about Sha'Carri Richardson. I talked about her situation that happened at the 2021 Olympics when this show first started. I sat in this very basement and I was disappointed that she got busted for weed and suspended. And I had people tell me that I shouldn't be disappointed. Why the fuck couldn't I be disappointed? Because I want to see the best race possible. It's the fucking 100-meter dash, which is to determine who the fastest man and woman in the world are. I want to see the best race possible. I want to see her go up against, I wanted to see her go up against all of the Jamaican women and all of the other fast women in the world. And we finally got that this year. She won the world. She won at the Olympic trials and she placed in second. She won the silver. I am highly disappointed. And there are people that are like, oh, y'all acting like silver is a bad thing. Listen, I don't know where the fuck y'all came up at or where the fuck y'all grew up at. But second place is the first loser. Gold is the winner. You get a silver medal, that means you lost. And that's how I feel about that. But shout outs to her. She's taking her silver medal in stride and she's smiling. So, okay, I guess. Okay, I guess. I'm not happy with it. She got off to a bad start, and I did hear a story about her not being able to get into the Olympic Village. They made her walk like an hour or whatever. They made her do some long ass walking or some bullshit like that. And she didn't have time to warm up. That's why Shelly Ann dropped out of the race. She wouldn't have had time to warm up. So there's that. Now, there are people out there who don't understand that. And let me explain it to you. Non-athletic, couch potatoes, only watch this shit every 4 years, who aren't 25, 8, 366, 367 in a fucking leap year with it. The most important part of being an athlete is your warm-up. One of the most important parts. Only people who aren't athletes look at that shit and like, no. Fuck that. Let me tell you, couch potatoes, something. I'm kicking backs in today. So if you don't want your back kicked in, turn her fuck around and face me. I had to remind myself who the fuck I was earlier. Do y'all realize these athletes, you have to have some form of a OCD. You have to be a lunatic. These guys are lunatics. They are fucking trained machines. They are trained to do these things. And if you don't have a proper warm-up, you're going to have a bad day at the office. And she did. And to win silver without the proper warm-up is something, but I'm still disappointed that she didn't take gold because I wanted her to win gold. That's how I feel about that. Noah Lyles, fastest man in the world. He won the gold in 100. Yeah. But he finished with bronze in the 200. And it came out after the race that he had COVID. Listen, I could kick his back in about that part of it. It was like, all right, you finished. It was like, damn, you finished third with COVID. That's fucking impressive. But with the bullshit that he's been on, especially with the basketball team, and I know they know that he finished with bronze. I know Devin Booker looked up that shit and said something. There's a small group of people out there that are giving him the business. I'm not going to give him the business. I'm going to salute him for running with COVID. But I will ask this question. If he won gold, would he have said anything? When he came out for the race, He was jumping up and down like a maniac. That's all I'm gonna say. Salute Noah Lyles, fastest man in the world. You won 100, bronze in the 200. Good shit, big dog. And let me get to my girl Simone Biles. She brought home 3 more golds and 1 silver. She won an individual all around. She won a vault and a team all around, and she finished the silver in the floor exercise. And it was another one where she failed to medal. So she brought 4 more home. She got a lot of medals. I don't even feel like counting them. Shout out Simone Biles, my girl. She the best to do it, right? Best gymnast. And I come from I watched Kim Zemeskel and Shannon Miller and Carrie Shrug and Dominique Dawes. That's what I grew up on. That's what I watched. Gabby Douglas is another one. Mary Lou Retton was a little bit before my time, but I do know about Mary Lou Retton. See, this is why y'all can't fuck with me in none of this. You know what? I ain't even gonna make this shit about me versus y'all and who's qualified. Y'all know who qualified and y'all know who ain't qualified to talk to me. Y'all know who I take serious and y'all know who I don't take serious. Just check my post. Team USA eked out a 95-91 win in the semifinals in the men's basketball tournament. Holy shit. It was not an easy game. LeBron ended up with a triple-double. Steph Curry had 36 points, and they were down 15 going into the fourth quarter. Serbia was balling. Nikola Jokic, whew, he very well might be the best player in the world. It's Joker, it's Greek, it's Shea. Fuck else, who? Fuck. And Bron, of course. Even at 57 years old, LeBron James is still him. Oh my God, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Bogey, woo. He just earned himself another few years in the NBA. He gonna get him a contract extension because he was playing balls out. There's another guy, I forgot what his name is, and I don't even want to butcher his name, but he also played very well as the Serbian national team. They came to play. And this was the first they in the U.S. played this team first and blew them out by 20. This game was different. Team USA turned the ball over a little too much for my liking. They couldn't get any of the 50-50 balls. It seemed like the ball was the taps and everything were falling Serbia's way the first 3 quarters. Then the fourth quarter, it all changed. Steph Curry, welcome to Paris. We've been waiting for that kind of game from Steph Curry since this thing got started. Really. Seriously. Dead ass. We've been waiting on that. When it all came down to it at the end of the game, it was LeBron, it was KD, and it was Steph that came in and made the run to get them back into it, to get them the lead, and to ultimately put Serbia away. So salute to those 3 guys, the guys who have been the NBA for the last 15 to 20 years are the ones to carry it. Now, whether they win gold or not, Steve Kerr, you can't come back. Because there's no way in hell. I don't give a fuck who or who we're playing, what the matchup is. Jason Tatum got to play. This is 2 games that he didn't play, and they both just happen to be against Serbia. Now, watch, he's going to end up starting him in the gold medal game. The gold medal game, by the way, is against France on Saturday. It's at like 3:30 or something like that. I'm going to watch as much of it as I can, or I'm going to have the picture-in-picture watching them and my Browns get down on Saturday. But Team USA against France, Victor Wembanyama, Rudy Gobert. Why am I even saying Rudy Gobert's name? Those are the guys on the French team that I know. There's some other NBA guys. Evan Fournier is over there. There's a few other guys. But this is the game that we ultimately thought we were going to get. It's going to come down to U.S. and France and maybe Canada and Germany. Nobody expected the Serbs to be where they are. And France just beat Germany in the semifinals. So the bronze medal game, Serbia versus Germany, should be a pretty good barn burner. That one's on at 5:30 a.m. for all of you early risers. I'll be up, so I'll probably catch the tail end of the game by the time I get to work. But these Olympics have actually been pretty lit. I've caught little bit by little bit. Like it's been a wild little, you know what I'm saying, week for me, especially last week. I was watching the Olympics. SummerSlam weekend was last weekend, which I had a blast. I talk about it and cap it all on Tuesday night's main event. Thank y'all for tuning in to that. Check that out again, or check that out if y'all haven't. It was a good weekend, man, and a good week. I've watched a little bit of everything. I've watched beach volleyball. Shout out to Chase Buttinger. I watched women's water polo, men's field hockey, volleyball, team handball. You name it, I'm watching it. Like the Olympics, I've been watching the Olympics. I think my first memory of the Olympics are the '92 Barcelona Olympics. That's my first memory. The track and field has always been my shit. Gail Devers, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, Carl Lewis. I remember the Dan and Dave Nike campaign, and one of them ended up not making it. I still think that the decathlon is the ultimate Olympic event, and whoever wins that is known as the world's is the best athlete in the world, because that gives you, like, that is a test of everything: speed, endurance, strength, agility, everything in those 10 events, and as well as the heptathlon with the ladies. Track and field, again, is one of my favorite things to watch, especially in the Olympics. It needs to be covered more. I swear, if ESPN or Fox or any of the sports networks had team handball, I would watch this shit religiously. Dead ass. But let's get out of here, y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening. Again, 2028, we gonna be up in there. WrestleMania 54, right here. 2031 Final Four, right here. The Mason brothers defending the welterweight championship, right here. Hell, Stipe could give his farewell fight right there. Stipe, John Bones Jones, Jimmy World. Let's get it cracking. Hell, MGK will throw a fucking concert out here. He sold out everywhere else. He'll sell this shit out. So just think that. Thank everybody again for tuning in. I greatly appreciate y'all. Remember, everything drops. Well, this drops on every platform at the same time. So YouTube, Spotify, and as well as Facebook, they're all dropping at the exact same time, 8 o'clock. That is the same thing that goes for Tuesday night's main event. That is each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Don't forget the next Pizzle's Picks, which is really the season premiere. It'll be season what? 2, 3? Season 3 of Pizzle's Picks. August the 29th. Will be that. I'll probably do NFL week 1 that week as well, and I'll probably do the first 2 weeks of college and in week 1 of the NFL, because that next week is my wedding anniversary and I'm going to be out of town, and my wife would kill me if I bring all this fucking equipment and have it in the Airbnb and setting up trying to record some shit. So it'll be the first 2 weeks of college, and I'm gonna do week 1 during that August the 29th edition of Pizzle's Picks. Or maybe I do it that Friday when I get back. I don't know. Just know August 29th is the premiere of Pizzle's Picks week 1. The challenge is up. If y'all want to get in the challenge, y'all have a chance to win my money. Ask Chris Cargile, ask Larry Gardner, ask Greg McCurry, ask Ray Simpson. I pay up. So if y'all beat me, y'all win money off of me. Y'all don't like free money? Oh, well. Y'all get an opportunity to beat me and have a year worth of bragging rights. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive. This negative energy is trash. Till next time, y'all. Peace.